Okay, so this is the end of the day, but I'm letting you know what this video is about. This is the second half of the day, Sunday, in which we were vlogging, so to speak. So if you didn't catch the first part of the day, there's a link in the body of this video to that. And here is the second part. Okay, so it's Sunday, a little bit of an unusual day. We ate, I don't know if I said it, but we ate about 10:20 because they were almost done serving breakfast. So we ate about 10:20. And around 2 o'clock, I had a handful of almonds and 2 bites of a banana. I just wasn't that hungry. So we have ordered dinner. We ordered it out. It got delivered. Show them what you got. Got a burger, right? So what I've got here is
burger in a box.
Basically, yeah, burger in a box. Now this one got a fried egg with it and avocado, which I love. My mom and I, when I was living in California, ages 1 to 5, I used to get fresh avocado, so I've always loved them. But anyways, and it's a burger patty. It's pretty messy, obviously, but it doesn't really matter. And so I'm probably won't even be able to eat all that. So what I'm doing here is it's got bacon in it and tomatoes. We just told them a little bit of cheese on the order. And so I'm picking out those items. And all right, so my hand is probably getting tired. So I'm just pulling out a couple of these things. Okay, so when I'm now looking, at this, I'm literally thinking what's going to fit in my stomach. And I don't know that my stomach's that big. So routinely, this has nothing to do with that it's lettuce from a store or any of that. And all this lettuce looks wonderful. But I'm not even trying to pick one lettuce out versus the other. Anyways, so I'm gonna leave some of this on there, but as you can see, I mean, it doesn't matter that it's lettuce. There's no way my stomach's gonna be able to fill that. And so what's important here is that over time, as I listen to myself, my body, when I was full, and when we're eating here, if I'm talking, I'm going to put my fork down. If she's talking, I'll eat, but I'm really going to focus in on eating. Eat a little slow. It's actually about 5:45, so we'll come back on when we're done eating. I can show you what I actually did eat, and it did come with fries, and I'll probably have about this many fries, and they're just normal fries. So I'll probably have that many and just kind of put it in like I don't know if the right word is like a goulash. I don't know what's a goulash. A mix. But anyways, what I'm getting at is that I'm not letting the restaurant decide what I'm going to eat. I'm not going to go, well, but that lettuce could feed people that are hungry, even though that's terrible. I had that. My family, my mom and I were hungry when I was young. So I know that's a reality. And it doesn't matter that I bought fries, right? So we'll see if those are still there. I'm sure they will be. I want you to notice too, I got some ranch, but I'm not going to even eat it. Now in the beginning, I'd have ranch. I didn't care if it was fat-free or anything and what brand. I didn't care because even if I put ranch on there, look how much ranch is compared to all this. This isn't going to ruin my diet or cause me to all of a sudden say, well, now I can just go ahead and eat donuts and do whatever I want because I had ranch dressing, right? Now, if you want to count and you're doing all that stuff, and that's great. All I'm telling you is what I did, which was I didn't care about that. But now I don't even like the taste of that. This right here is going to be just fine. There's plenty of flavor in all of this. So it's not going to be any sauce, any dressings, no tomatoes. I'm sorry, ketchup, nothing, right? And I'm going to have some water. No, I'm not. What did you? I've never had this before.
Lollipop.
Yeah, actually, Amanda gave this to me about 2 hours ago. I took one sip of it. It's classic grape sparkling tonic, and it's got 15 carbs, 9 fiber, 4 sugar, 45 calories. I never look at this stuff, and the reasoning is I don't ever drink this stuff. Why did you actually give this for me?
Because it's a healthier version of soda, and I know that you like grape stuff, so I was just being sweet.
Okay. Well, you're being very sweet, but I don't think I've had a soda since before September of 22.
I know that was another reason. So I just thought I knew it was grape, and I know how much you like grape.
Yeah, I had probably about 6 months ago, I had a beer. Oh my goodness, the carbonation. You know what happens when you have carbonation, right? Like the belching was like for 36 hours. It was crazy. This doesn't have a lot of carbonation in it. So, anyways, we're not talking really about that other than I was getting ready to go get a water and I noticed that you gave that to me while I was working. See you when we're done. All right, so I don't think I ate very much lettuce. I'm sure I had a little bit, but I ate all the meat and the egg. I did have a few of the French fries, which really was just kind of eating it with it. Didn't go back for any fries. So part of what I wanted to show you is that the restaurant, just being generous, they're not being mean, but here's what the restaurant thought that I could eat. And what I want you to note is that what I didn't eat is more than what I actually ate, and I ate it, right? So that pile would be here. And what I do want you to know is that when I weighed 272 pounds, that's what my plate would have looked like because I would have ate all of that. So stomach shrinking. And as I was taking my last few bites, I was really paying my attention. So it's 6:04. So it's been like 19 minutes. I was starting to really pay attention because I was kind of like, I'm feeling kind of full. And I'm telling you now that my stomach's smaller, like my stomach hurts when I have eaten too much. Like it hurts and for hours. And so it's my natural way of going, well, I overate. And there's only been a couple of times and I feel that way. And I'm like, why did I keep eating? It's like, oh, well, because I wasn't paying attention. And that egg and that meat and then that all the avocado and then all the, tomatoes and whatever was in there, like was right full, maybe just a little bit. Because right now, as it's settling in, I'm kind of like, I probably could have eaten a little less of that hamburger. Just I can kind of tell, right? But this is how much food I'm going to throw away. And I'm not being cynical, but if I knew of a poor person that was hungry, I would give it to them. In fact, I would buy them 1,000 dinners, right? Because I give to organizations that feed poor people and give food to poor people. And I give money to people that are on the corner all the time. Because my mom and I were on the corner asking for money when I was, 4 and 5 years old. So I'm not even saying that cynically. What I'm saying cynically is, what do we tell ourselves? Well, better eat that because I hate for it to go to waste. There's people that are hungry. So I'm sure people that are hungry don't care what you're eating and what you weigh and don't weigh. They don't care. And then if I don't eat that, where's it going? It's going over here in the garbage, right? So here it is, going in the garbage. If I had eaten all of that, okay, tomorrow morning I would be in the guest bathroom or in my other bathroom, and it would be going into the other garbage, right? So this whole crap of like, well, better clean your plate that we probably learned growing up doesn't compute to me, because what computes to me is that I want to feel good. Amanda's back there laughing, but it's just true. We'll probably check in one more time because we only had really 2 meals today, which is that's kind of rare. I don't think on Sundays we do 2 meals. We still do three.
We normally do three. We've just been busy working today.
Yeah, I've been writing some seminars, and I thought I was going to actually go record some today, but it's taken a lot of time. So the time that it is now, in the old days, I'd say, all right, Amanda, I got my seminars done, and I'm going to go record them, and I'm doing 2 2-hour seminars, and I would be now leaving to go do that, and then to get the studio set up and all that stuff. It wouldn't be 4 hours from now. It'd probably be 11:30. And then what's wrong with that? Well, now I'm coming home. I'm probably hungry. I'm going to drive by a McDonald's and an Arby's and a Dairy Queen and a 7-Eleven and a Casey's. And I'd probably be, in the old days, I'd be like, you know what? Oh, I deserve some chocolate donuts or whatever, right? What?
I think you should share with them the quote.
Oh, there's a quote that you sent me. It says, "A wise man once told me, if you don't schedule a break, your body will take one for you, and it probably won't be at a convenient time." That's true, not only from falling asleep, but having a stroke, which I've now had too.
And so that goes with you saying that your olden days you would be going to the office to put in all these hours, but you're taking a break now.
Yeah. Well, I do have to finish up a little bit, but I'll probably be done in 30 minutes. But the whole reason is it doesn't matter that it's Sunday. That's what I used to do. I mean, like just back in 21 and before. But the problem is that I need to be winding down so that at 9:30 I'm in bed. So at 10 o'clock I'm asleep, so that, I'm going to wake up at 6 or 7 and I'm going to have plenty of sleep. Because if I don't get enough sleep, then what's going to happen tomorrow? I'm going to be hungry and I'm going to want carbs, right? So working late in the past led to chocolate donuts and coming back and ripping open some Oreos and then sitting in the theater room and having a big old chug of, milk and probably some Cheetos and just like, and then somehow that's wearing me out and staying up, and then it'd be 12:30, probably 1 o'clock when I go to sleep. And that was a lifestyle for me. And then I'm going to sleep and my body's now digesting all of that junk. And then tomorrow, I'd probably wake up, and back in the day, if I was tired, where did I go, Amanda?
To the donut shop.
To the donut shop. And what did I get?
A glazed donut, orange juice, a latte, and a jalapeno sausage roll.
Right. And ate it all. So one of those starved vanilla lattes, yeah, orange juice, and ate it all. And that was often. And the reasoning was, I deserve it. I worked late. I'm up. I'm tired. I got to get to work. I got to have some energy. And how do we get it? Well, from those foods, right? So if we don't have sleep, then what is our body needing and craving? Carbs and sugar and all that kind of stuff. No wonder that we were doing that. So we'll check in with you later, probably, I don't know, 9 o'clock. So we were talking earlier that I got this Oli Pop, and so sweet of you to get this for me. Sincerely, right? But Amanda said, what did you just say? You said you got it for me because
it's a healthier version of a soda pop and that you like grape.
Right. So you're being sweet. And then also it's supposed to help what?
With digestion. Okay.
Well, let me ask you a quick question. Do I have any problems with my digestion? I don't. I'm not trying to be a smart aleck. And do I complain about water?
No.
Do I complain about the sugar-free grape added water?
No.
No. And really, I mean, I never even looked at the ingredients of that little grape thing that we put in, the sugar-free. So I don't know if it kind of equals this. But the carbonation, it's like, is it carbonated? It's got to be so slight because it's clearly not just as smooth as liquid
Right.
water, right? Anyway, it's got to have a little carbonation. That doesn't work for me, just right there, right? Bloating me. And then the way that it tastes, it just doesn't taste. I don't know, because I'm just eating fruit. Like I crave the taste of an orange or an apple or a banana. And nowadays, how often do I do one of those grape drinks?
Very rarely.
Very rarely, right? So what I want to show you is that my honey got this for me. And in the olden days, I would have been like, well, she got it for me, so I should drink it. It's so sweet and thoughtful. And you are. But it has food coloring in it. Does that look like it has carbonation?
A little bit.
Just a little. So that was enough of that. And partly I just wanted to show you so that later you're not like, well, did he end up drinking all that? And I actually didn't drink any of it with my meal. I just drank water. And so, anyways, all right, we'll see you in a little while.
Hey, honey. It's almost 8 o'clock, and we've only had two.
My little actress.
We've only had 2 meals today, so it is time for you to hydrate with some water.
You.
Here is a napkin. And for tonight's snack, we have some gourmet almonds, some grapes, some apples, an orange, and some organic peanut butter for your snacking pleasures. Bon appetit.
Well, thank you, honey. All right, that's the day. So, hey, thanks for tuning in. I'd love it if you'd subscribe. And then don't you ever forget, you've never met anybody quite like you. You have a great one.